Welcome back, StockSmart family. So what are we going to look at today? Alright, so it looks like we've started off with MOAX. Alright. But Tesla just popped up on our For YouTube example.
Isn't it great to have extra space? The 2021 Volkswagen Atlas and Atlas Cross Sport have more passenger volume than a Subaru Ascent and Outback. Come into your Volkswagen dealer today and get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2021 Atlas or Atlas Cross Sport.
I'm Lydia, and there's more to me than HIV. There's my career, my cause, and creating my dream home. I'm a work in progress. So much goes into who I am. HIV medicine is one part of it.
Dovato is for some adults who are starting HIV-1 treatment or replacing their current HIV-1 regimen. With just 2 medicines and 1 pill, Dovato is as effective as a 3-drug regimen to help you reach and stay undetectable. You can take Dovato any time of day, with food or without. Don't take Dovato if you're allergic to its ingredients or if you take dofetilide. Taking Dovato with dofetilide can cause serious or life-threatening side effects. Hepatitis B can become harder to treat while on Dovato. Don't stop Dovato without talking to your doctor, as your hepatitis B may worsen or become life-threatening. Serious or life-threatening side effects can occur, including allergic reactions, lactic acid buildup, and liver problems. If you have a rash and other symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop Dovato and get medical help right away. Tell your doctor if you have kidney or liver problems, or if you are, may be, or plan to be pregnant. Dovato may harm your unborn baby. Use effective birth control while on Dovato. Do not breastfeed while taking Dovato. Most common side effects are headache, nausea, diarrhea, trouble sleeping, tiredness, and anxiety.
So much goes into who I am.
So we're getting that pushback before the pop, okay?
But kids also need computers. And sometimes the hardest thing about homework is finding a place to do it.
So why not hook community centers up with Wi-Fi?
For kids like us, and all the amazing things we're gonna learn.
Over the next 10 years, Comcast is committing $1 billion to reach 50 million low-income Americans with the tools and resources they need to be ready for anything.
I hope you're ready.
Here, this
we are.
July is the place to be.
Happy day, man. Good to have you back.
Indeed, but the scammers will soon sponge the code again. We must remove the time tattoo at once, and as painlessly as possible.
Standard error. Let's change that around.
There, the code is gone. I saved the space-time continuum and 40% of your rectum.
Yeah! That's all you need. I sprung code.
Too late, Nudar. I've wiped.
Let's get rid of that. 0110011. Okay. Standard error on the monthly. Let's go with 0.65 there. And we'll hit save. Okay. Let's check our runners list this morning. Here we are. All right. Clove, Purus, and SPCE. All right. So back on 524, we got a red dot squeeze and then entry signal here on this TTM. Of course, that's weekly. All right. Now, let's go back and just check that out. Look what happened when we got above 0 on that TTM. Big move up. Okay, looks like SENS was added to the Kapok list. SPCE. Okay. And this looks like a very big undertow. It still looks like it's probably going to get pushed down. You know, SPCE continues to get pumped and dumped. I guess it really just depends on how long its cycles are. But those are our runners for the day, those 3. All right. Let's come in and check some of the other lists. Very good. Nothing really popping up there. All right. I see, and we get the bullish one, bullish daily. And we'll get the, there we go, Torch, SPCE, Wish, MRIN, Clove, AMC, NOK, Nike. Looks like the whole Reddit crowd's there. The whole meme list. All right. Not seeing anything there for the weekly. Let's go back down here. Let's do a rune cross, -50 on the weekly or a -50 on the daily. Let's try the daily. All right, so these look like ones that will be in pullbacks. Okay. Let's see, what was it here? It was 1841, 2252, 2049, 1953. Kind of lost on that one. 1107 here in April. It nearly doubled there. Okay. And we get a low there. Push down after the low. Entry to buy. Okay. And it looks like Viacom CBS. All right. Now look at Viacom CBS. All right. Now if they were pushed down past this point, you know, down at this low here, you know, of $8.90. Of course, had I seen Viacom that low, I probably didn't notice it until it started to climb, you know, this. But now that we've settled, you know, let's hope this is settling. We're going to cross above 0, and we've got this double doji, okay? That's a good-looking doji. I like it. And it looks like we're trying to produce a buy signal. Let's look on the daily. Okay. Yeah, see what we've got here? This big, long consolidation. Yeah. All right. Now, all of this is, you know, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. But there's a green dot, red dot. All right. So we should be seeing an explosion in Viacom any day now. All right. SoCo, Southern Company. Yeah, they're looking way too high, but Viacom, they're looking way under. All right. Although, as we can see, you might have rolled out your options for a big move several times before it finally started to happen. Although, people who were in around here would have started to realize that they were up, in this time. So they would have held, kept rolling them out. Yeah, and if you want to learn about options, jump over to Trader Webcast Talks by TD Ameritrade. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that, my channel name is a mouthful. But you'll find some very, very intelligent people over there in those classes. You can catch them live if you add your notifications. And that's always really nice to be able to do. Especially if, let's say, you are teaching yourself like I am, and you have a question. And it really sucks when you don't have someone, to ask and get a direct answer from, because all of your friends know just as much as you do. Okay. And I've noticed that there's a famous YouTuber who tends to join those webcast talks by TD Ameritrade. I'm not going to say which one, but it's not hard to figure out. So I would say not necessarily, jump over there for that reason, but go over there because it is a group of intelligent people. Now, keep in mind, they also are not giving financial advice. You're being taught by education coaches. Okay. All right. See, I like this. We got this big buy signal through here. And then it really went bullish. We saw a recovery all the way through here. And it went bullish. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a pullback. There's some divergence here. Right, big push down, of course. Down to 3 cents. Everybody bought it up. Excellent. You get your big buying pressure right through here. This is to build your position. All right. And then on the longer time frame, we see this one. We start building our position through here. Okay. And we see we're about to cross over right here. It's going to happen. We're going to have a big pop. All right. So if the weekly has a nice little pop off, all right, and we get a nice little daily pop off, let's see what's about to happen there. All right. So the cross above 0, we should, and a red dot squeeze. I think we're going to see it squeeze on up higher. Absolutely, we will. Very good. So this Hudson Technologies is not done yet. It might be pulling back today because the market maker, has a range on it. But well, it looks like we've got a message blinking in our message section. I've never noticed that before. All right, so let's look at our market forecast bullish. Let's click on our messages here. Oh, I see. So the messages are my alerts. I gotcha. So if I want to go back and see what alert just went off, I go up and look in my messages. Very good. All right. Looks like BBY, ORPH again today. NNDM this morning. Sens was popping on the Kapok. Palantir and Staff are on the YouTube example 4-hour daily. Atos and Mplex and Sundial. Sundial is on the Vortex 4-way. Okay. Pyrrhus and WSC is on our market forecast. All right. So we can see when we hit our low here, we get a red dot squeeze. Then we get our buying pressure. All right. Right when we flip over from red to yellow, boom, crosses above 0 on the smaller time frame, causes a huge price explosion. Red dot squeeze equals 0, cross above, big explosion. We're going to see that very same explosion. This is a preemptive to try to gain control through this area. All right. Take it here to here. This is the range that they're going to try to control. Right in here. All right. But when it blows out of these supports, that's when you're going to be making the big bucks. All right. And let's see our cone of doom. Probability of the expiring cone. All right, gives you your options plays, you know, where your about your middle is and whatnot. Yeah. All right. And some of these balloons, these cones, they look very healthy, and some of them do not. All right. Although I don't necessarily like the way that this looks. I think it's still going to get pushed down. Some of these bubbles will look more like, say, a teardrop, and some of them will look more healthy like this. Yeah, that's a healthier looking Will Scott Mobile. Okay. Very good. So those two are on the market forecast. Let's check out a money entry. Let's see where the money is today. Oh boy, here's the money. So we got money coming in on all of these. These are ones that have had, ooh, SoFi. All right, get off my coffee. Go away. You can't have that. Labradors don't need coffee. They're hyper enough. Okay. Yeah, all of these. All right. And that should be on the daily. Coolio. So, let's go back here. Is Tesla on the list too? It sure is. All right. So that's for our money entry. All right. Now, this is in relation to the money flow index. All right, so we can do money flow index, money flow crossover, money flow oscillator, and then looks like we've got some money flows here. Money flow index 2-way, money flow entry, money flow study. Let's hit apply here. Let's get rid of our squeeze with labels. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Yeah. So we can see when the money started to pour in. That was on 520. That was when big money started to pour in. Yeah, this is SoFi here. All right. Back on 517 on the 4-hour chart did big money start to pour in. Okay. Now I'd like to see this in a little bit better fashion. And with this study designed the way that it is, it's designed as a trigger for a watch list. Okay. So if we get our buy signal and our sell signal. Okay. Let's see. Interesting. Alright. Let's get rid of that trigger signal, and we'll get rid of a squeeze for now. We'll hit apply. What happened there? BB and SoFi are on the RSI Gamma. The Gamma Slamma. What have I done? Alright, let's figure this out. That might be the problem. It might be trying to show one or the other, not both. I might need to get rid of. Let's see. If I get rid of crossing type. I might could do it. Let's just try for one here. Yeah, something isn't quite right there. Let's see what we found here on our... There we go. SoFi. So let's see what signal we've got going on here. Alright, so we're looking for a crossing above. Alright, or we could do a cross below. Looks like our buy now and our sell now. Oh, it's buy to open and sell to close. So it's a long strategy, you know, as described in the name here. Alright. So we would want to know, probably for crossings above, if we're looking for buy signals. Okay. Looks like it is profitable here. Let's see if we can catch it on a Renko bar. We do catch it, but being that it's bearish, we're losing money. So we need to find a bullish trend where each one of these money flow signals, you know, would be an entry. Oh, we're trying to take way too much data. There we go. All right, so we see these money flow entries. You know, when the big money comes pouring in, all right? And you can see that big money comes pouring in right around when I have my TEMA, or when other people might see a particular moving average just start to cross over. So that would work. All right. Now let's take and change this to below. Hit OK, hit apply. Alright, and it seems that we've changed to red now, so that's what we get. Now let's go and pull up the other money flow that I had there I was messing with. Let's see, we've got our zigzag signs. And the money come and the money go. SSL go. Very good. Oh, man. Very bad. Okay. Let's get rid of our shaft weekly trigger, or at least make it not visible. Alright. We have to set this up, I think, every single time I come in and use it. So if we've got the big money in, we need to change it to Boolean and an up arrow at low. And then when you got your big money leaving or your big money going out, you need to change that value to Boolean and a down arrow at high. All right, hit apply, good to go. Now you can take what you've built here and throw it up here on the lower chart. Excellent. All right, so now we can see when there's money coming in and money going out. You know, I wish, really doesn't matter that it doesn't stick with the, price there. All right, now let's go down and adjust this one. All right. So we've got our big money in. So let's see if we can change this to Boolean. That's an up arrow at low. We got our big money leaving, so that's Boolean. That's a down arrow at high. We're recognizing a Darvis bull flag, so that's Boolean. And we also want up arrow at low. Different colors, perfectly fine. Then we've got our ZZ, which is going to go downtrend, undefined trend, and uptrend. And then we've also got the same thing, but one is zigzag trend percent and one is zigzag trend sign. Okay. Now, let's do that. Let's do that. Now our indicator is set up. All right, so now we can see when the big money's coming in, when the big money's going out, and we're able to see the general trend overall. And I even think we can ask it for labels if we want. Let's see. Show label. Yes, sir. And show label number 1. Yes, sir. And we could even have it show bubbles for the price ranges. Okay. All right, so we can see it's an unconfirmed trend at the moment. All right, let's go over to 4 hour. And we've got a confirmed zigzag trend. All right, and where we had that money entry signal that we see, here's that money entry signal that we see. Now that's on the 4 hour. This would have been a daily scan. Where did we see it on the day? We saw it right here. Perfect. All right. So how do we like that? Hit that subscribe button, please. Costs you nothing, helps me out, means the world to me. All right. So we've got money flow oscillator is greater than 0. So we're looking for something that was 0 and now isn't 0, okay? And you could use the from 1 bar ago and whatnot type of thing to, from 1 bars ago, search in the past. Okay. But I like this money flow entry. It's working well. It doesn't seem to get too crowded, okay? Even GTT's here. I pointed out GTT the other day, and the first time it showed up, I believe, was on the Kapok list, okay? Let's go and check some more Kapok stuff. See if there's anything on the Kapok Daily that's true. Let's see, Kapok Weekly. And for the Kapok Weekly, we've got GTT and SENS. Awesome. So be watching those for big moves, okay? And we also need to be watching the accumulation, swing index. Looks like Pyrrhus is on here. The accumulation, probably distribution swing index. All right, so we're able to see some of these trends here, confirmed and whatnot. Confirmed, unconfirmed, however they may roll out. And nothing coming up there. And let's see if we have anything on the bull flags for the daily. If we've got any good bull flags, perfect. All right. So you see Tesla here. You can play these triggers, and they work very well. So we're working on setting up a Python bot to take our watch lists from our emails, pick the best ones, and then trade those. So I'm saving money from that. Any money I get from my Patreon contributions is being saved to go towards that project. Nothing here on the bull flag. All right. Now let's check our market sentiment on the daily. There we go. Pyrrhus, Torch, WSC, Nike, NBB. Many of these same stocks are showing up. Many of them. Let's see a PPS buy signal true for the day. All right, Pyrrhus and SPCE. Let's do %R daily. BB, Nokia, OSMT, PSFE. Oh, they've hit a low. Wonderful. And SoFi. Excellent. I like the way that this looks. Yeah, I like the way this looks. Let's keep looking and waiting for this low. But OSMT is one we should write down and continue to follow up with. Awesome. All right. Let's see if any of the shaft lists work. Or maybe our HA Colt lists today. And we'll try this one. Awesome. So we do have an HA Colt list working. Don't know how overwhelmed it is. It's the extended $30 max. So let's go up here into our scan. Scan in. And see how many results it gets. Let's see if there's anything we can add to it. And this is the criteria for that. Okay. Now, we're scanning in all optionable. Let's scan in all stocks. Let's add another stock filter. And another stock filter. And we'll cover some of that here by giving us a bit of a sizzle here. Let's do a 0.72 sizzle. And let's see, a market maker move. Of 0.5. Let's see if that can shave that list down a good bit. Very good. And what do we got? SPWR. Sun Power. Very good. Well, I like it. Let's see if we can get any other HA code lists working. We'll see if we can find some reversals. Maybe nothing yet. I don't think that one's going to show anything yet either. All right. So we'll leave off here looking at SoFi, looking a bit bearish, but we know how that goes. Thanks for watching.